This is DR Drake 63 here again today. I want to thank you for joining me for a really brief video today. Just going to talk a little bit about range ammo that I use for pistols. Specifically, just some of the more common brands in my experiences. And this is one of those videos where I'm hoping for a lot of comments from guys that tell me what they like to use, if they have any warnings, things like that. But to get started, you know, this is a personal defense firearm right here. It's a Glock 19X. And if you take a real close look at it, you'll see that I've got personal defense type ammunition in there. Now, this particular stuff right here is Speer Gold Dot. Okay, and you can see right here what the price is on this. Flip this around a little bit. 24 bucks for 20. And when it comes to something that I know is going to function, something that has consistency in terms of the powder and the way it's built, everything else, and of course with the personal defense, the hollow point type characteristics, absolutely happy to spend 24 bucks for 20 of these. Not a problem at all. Same kind of logic applies to my new bed stand gun, which is their Glock 21. And here, again, using a hollow point type round, these are expensive. In this case, it's the SIG Elite Performance ammunition, and this also is going for about 22 or so bucks a box. So why would you want to spare expense on something that possibly is going to save your life? I don't have an interest in being cheap in that area. But when it comes time to go practice and work on those skills that also can save your life, most of us don't want to shoot a lot of personal defense type ammo. We want to get cheaper stuff. So kind of over time, I've shot stuff like the Winchester White Box. There's been a number of folks that have had things, situations with different types of firearms over time where it'll say, yeah, and it'll even shoot Winchester White Box. Well, apparently this is fussy ammo. I've never had any problem with it. The only Winchester White Box I ever had problems with was 40 Smith & Wesson out of a Ruger SR40. And I no longer carry the 40 caliber, and I no longer carry Ruger pistols. I've had a lot of really good luck and never heard anything bad about this Remington, and you see this on sale a lot. I wanted to point out, I think I got this for less than 10 bucks for 50 of them, and a little bit higher. Here's a 100 pack. I may be paying 24 bucks for where I get mine. And you know, these are both 115 grain type loads. You know, it's not going to be as accurate as some of the more expensive stuff, but you know, what the heck. Now, moving into the 45 world, some of the cheaper stuff you're going to see is going to be like this MagTech. Okay, and you might see this for somewhere around 17 bucks a box or something like that. It's a brass load. And some guns, especially your 1911s, are going to be real picky about that. Well, guess what? One of the things I really like about Glocks is they're not going to be picky at all. You can shoot whatever you want through them, and which is why I'm not afraid to shoot the Tula, which is a steel case ammo. And really the only restriction might be some of the ranges you shoot at, not allowing steel case ammo, but these work just fine. And when you're talking about a Glock, I don't have a problem firing any kind of ammo, period. I don't fire cast lead bullets through Glocks because the octagonal barrels are known to get kind of clogged and not function well with that. But outside of that, no issues at all. And like I said, it's another thing I like about Glocks. You can put anything through them. I suspect you could even put the wrong caliber through them and they'd still work. Anyway, just curious in what kind of ammo you guys are using. I've used everything under the sun and have gotten to the point where it's like, hey, if it's on sale, I'll use it. You know, for practice rounds, I'm typically looking for ball type ammo, and that's pretty much it. And again, for self-defense type of situation, I'll spare no expense. Now, that doesn't mean I want to go spend 35 bucks on self-defense ammo either, but But, you know, when I can get something like a nice quality made SIG bullet, when I can get something like a nice Speer Gold Dot, I'm going to do that every time and carry those. And then the other thing is how often do you fire those and make sure that they work with your gun? Again, when you're talking about something like a Glock, it's going to work. It's not going to be a problem. But that doesn't mean that you don't want to try that out just to make sure and also see, hey, does it shoot a little bit high? Is it different? Is there anything different at all? And at self-defense distances, it really doesn't matter, guys. The name of the game, at least for me, is getting as much repetition as I can. I'm starting to shoot pistols a lot more than I used to. And but we are coming into summertime, which means I'm going to be tempted to spend more of my ammunition dollar, so to speak, on rifle rounds, things like .308, things like .300 Blackout, rounds like 5.45, which is a little bit different than what a lot of you are going to probably shoot, 5.56/223. So just wanted to have a little brief chit chat about some of the cheaper range stuff that I use. And I've had some picky firearms. Glocks aren't included in that group. All your firearms are going to have their favorites that they shoot the best. And I encourage you to try different stuff out and find what works best for you. But when we're talking about shooting holes in paper from self-defense distances, I encourage you to find the cheapest ammo that your gun's going to accept and function with, and then use the living heck out of it, because repetition's the name of the game. This is DR Drake 63, thanking you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoy your shooting, and love to hear what you have to say. And remember, always support the National Rifle Association and any other Second Amendment, pro-Second Amendment organization you can. Time to stick together, guys, is right now. This isn't a time for us to be infighting and saying your organization's better than the other and these guys are traitors or turncoats. Guess what? We all stink when it comes to those that would grab our guns and are anti-Second Amendment people. And if we don't hang together, we're going to have a problem. Thanks again for watching. This is DR Drake 63 saying goodbye.